We've got a couple programs to learn more about with West Ohio CAP. Today, joining me to my immediate left, Kris Keller. She is Community Services Director. And then Leorna Onley, Housing Director and HUD Housing Counselor, too, at West Ohio CAP, both of you. So thanks for coming today, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so let's start first with the newer program. We have got some new incentives for landlords. And what's the purpose behind the program, and what kind of incentives do they have?
Well, the purpose is to create a new landlord, a list of folks who are willing to rent to folks with criminal records who also have a mental illness or substance abuse disorder. It's just to help them get into housing, to incentivize these landlords to give these folks a chance.
And I guess lots of times they don't get a chance, right? That sometimes the opportunities just aren't there for housing.
That's correct. Yeah, a lot of these folks, there's that stigma, behind having those records and things like that, and some landlords are just a little iffy about renting to these populations.
Okay, so what's the incentive? What have you worked up with? Because you're working with Mental Health and Recovery Services, right?
Yes, it's with the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board of Allen, Onley, and Hardin counties. The incentives that we're looking at providing are deposits. We can help the owners get the units up to housing quality standards, so minor repairs. We can also assist with extra insurance for the landlord, pet deposits, things of that nature. We have a cap of funding, $2,000 per client.
All right, very good. So is this something you guys thought of, or is this a program in other parts of the nation you thought, hey, maybe we should just try this here at home and see what happens?
There's been a discussion about it in our area for a very long time. I do believe that they have started this program in other states and other counties and other cities. And it was brought to our attention by the Mental Health and Recovery Board.
All right, very good. So word's just getting out. So are you hopeful that things will come around, and maybe is there a list of people who would be helped by this? I mean, do we know how many people we'd really be able to help?
It really just depends. We have referrals from different agencies, and also including our own agency, folks enrolled in our homeless crisis response plan, folks going through mental health and recovery services. The hope is that we can create a list of landlords who are willing to assist with these populations, and then once those people come about, we will then contact that landlord and let them know we have a potential renter for you, and see if they're still willing.
So if we want to build that list up, landlord should contact you, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And contact me at WOCAP 419-227-2586.
All right, very good. All right. So also part of the summer season, except for today, people worry about keeping cool and with air conditions and fans and stuff like that. So it's going to warm up to the 90s. So let's talk about the summer crisis program and how there's assistance available to help people keep cool.
We have the Summer Crisis Program coming up starting July 1st, and it goes all the way to September 30th. And it's a one-time benefit on your cooling, so your electric, during the summer months. And typically, I don't have the specific guidelines because it could possibly change, but it's always typically been if you have someone in your household 60 or older, plus the income eligibility, you would be eligible. And then also if you have a physician to say that you need the cooling for your health reasons.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And then plus the income. So the income, has to be a low income. It's 175% of the poverty level. But if you meet that and then one of these other criteria.
And you're waiting for specifics, I assume, because it's a government program. Is that why, we're waiting for exacts?
Right. And usually, I mean, it has been, we don't know until like a week before it starts. So we're letting people know that we're going to have all the specific details and get the public service announcements out, hopefully the week of June 24th. There is a training that the state is putting on to all of us coordinators next Monday, a week from today. So we should have all the information then, so it might be before the 24th.
So if people are struggling right now with their bills, do they go online or make an appointment with you? How do you work the Summer Crisis Program?
We won't have our IVR appointment line active until we get the specific guidelines, because that's part of it. When they call in, it'll say the guidelines so that they know if they're eligible or not. So that'll probably be the week of June 24th. You can start calling our IVR appointment line and making appointments for Summer Crisis.
Expect to help a lot of people this summer?
Yes, last year we processed 862 applications for Summer Crisis between our 3 offices.
Wow, all right.
So we serve Auglaize, Mercer, and Allen.
I'm glad you said that because we always just think Allen County, but you guys are out there in other communities too for these programs.
Yes.
So, all right. So, Summer Crisis Program will be coming up for people to get assistance with that. Thank you both for coming today and telling us about these programs.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.